Welcome back to Line and Sinker, the round 12 preview of the AFL season. It is a bit of a shorter round, this one, Jev. We do have a few teams on the bye, so obviously on the show we go through a couple of hooks if there maybe is a few legs that we do like. Obviously we go through the lines, Jev, and then if there is a sinker, a bet that we will be avoiding this week. Jev, how are you?
I'm well, Darc. I am very well. Swans just had their mid-season draft. We've taken two key position players, two over 195 centimetre players, both a bit older. So I reckon we've got some, hopefully, players that might play this year. We're lacking a bit of height and a bit of key position, so we might get a player that might play this year. Did the Blues take anyone?
Nah, mate, we didn't have a pick. We need some.
How? Why didn't any of the teams in the top 8 have a pick? How does the mid-season draft work?
I don't know. Well, I'm not sure. I think you can elect to take someone because obviously you need list spots.
Yeah.
So I think whether we've got some other guys on like VFL lists and we're like, nah, we're not getting rid of them.
Yeah.
I'm not sure as if you have to cut some people to then take your pick. Like West Coast are fucking in dire straits. So they just would have just chopped guys.
Because Paddy McCartan coming out and saying he's not playing again this year gave us that list spot to be able to draft.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
But does that mean like tomorrow or something, say Collingwood can sign a guy from their VFL side up to their AFL list or something, or go pick up Sam Naismith out of the VFL? Like, it's not a draft anymore. You can just go sign whoever you want for a week.
No, I'm pretty sure it was only the draft that you can, or maybe they can cut someone else and pick them up, but I think so. It was only tonight, and if you're going to elect to take someone, you got to take someone and then cut someone.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right, so I almost said guys. So the bye this week, Jev, Brisbane, Freo, St Kilda, and the Swans. So your boys all getting a bye. So we've got two less games. So we've got the Friday night. By the way, Jev, are you watching State of Concussion?
No, God no. State of Overrated. No. I think it's that. I don't know. I find it that average. Morg did some good work on the Insta today, and I think yourself did, just getting a bit of buzz about it, messaging, figuring it out and stuff. But fuck, I just don't like rugby league that much.
I'm on the Discord, and I'm having a chat to a few of the blokes. Some of them absolutely love it. I don't hate it, but as I've just come to my room, Jev, to put it on. So I'm coming to watch. Obviously, do this having in the background. It's not even on KO, so it's only on channel. I don't have satellite in my room, so it's State of Origin post-game show starting in 1 hour and 2 minutes. There's a countdown clock to the post show. You can't even watch it on KO.
No, I must pay a fortune for it.
Oh, it sucks. All right, Jev. Melbourne versus Carlton. This is a must-win for both teams. Well, not really Melbourne, but a must-win for the Blues if they need to keep their season alive. Is there anything that you like in this game?
A hook. Melbourne are absolute certainties. Dead set fucking certainties. I'm pretty sure Carlton have Pitnet injured. Hewitt. There's like 5 injuries.
Yeah.
I think Melbourne are absolute certainties. Did you guys beat Melbourne last year?
No, Jev. So Melbourne have won each of their last 7 matches against the Blues.
Yeah, I reckon they're absolute morals.
You know what? If I can find one of the games, I probably should have done before. Me and Morgs went a few years ago. We got done by 115, I think, and Tom McDonald kicked 8.
Oh, God. Yeah, I like Melbourne to win by 6 goals. I'm going to say the Lions are only about 21 and a half, 3.5 goals for the D's.
Yeah, it's 20 and a half, Jev.
Yeah. I'm leaning Melbourne to play on that. I don't know. I watched the Blues last week, and you would have had a good week of training. Shit would have changed at training. It's a couple of things. But it looks like if you shut down Cripps, you shut down Carlton at the moment. And if Jack Viney leans on Pat Cripps for the game, or like James Jordan, or some of Melbourne's lesser midfielders, and they sacrifice their role and the other blokes eat, yeah, I'll be taking Melbourne.
It was actually funny. I was actually chatting to our man, Jev. Boots on the ground at Melbourne. He's in the corridor.
Oh, yes.
I was asking, and he said, D's are actually a bit nervous coming up against the Blues this week. Backs against the wall. And I'm like, just don't tag Cripper. He's like, mate, obviously tags actually don't do a thing. And he sent me a little highlights package of Cripper in the middle one-on-one just pushing blokes off. So obviously he's been going through the tape. So I don't know what they're going to do, but it made me really excited for this week. But Jev, at the line, are you taking Melbourne plus half a point or Carlton plus 36.5?
I'll be taking. Geez, I got the Swan. Did you win last week on your Carlton against the Swans bet?
No, because you guys won by like 28. I had 17.5.
Yeah. The last time Carlton have covered the $1.30 line, Das, I wouldn't even know. Who'd you lose to? You didn't cover against the Dogs. You didn't cover against the Swans. And who'd you lose to the week before that?
Brisbane. The Lions.
Yeah, and Collingwood as well. You didn't cover against that. Yeah, I'm taking Melbourne. I'm not touching the Blues. Just because I've realised, just because I'm on this pod with you and you're a Blues tubby, I don't get sucked into the Blues anymore. I think they're horrible. And I'll be taking Melbourne. What are you taking?
I'm taking the D's.
Are ya?
Yeah.
Surely not. Surely taking the Blues in the points.
I'm getting a win. I want to win this week. Hey, you know what? I would actually. This is what I always used to bet on the opposite team. So if my bet loses but Carlton win, I'll be happy.
Set a top up in your here comes the money thing for $5. Well, I'll put in $5.
No. I'm actually going to go down the tab this week and put it on the paper.
Oh, good. All right, good. So
Only
I'm taking the D's.
D's plus half a point. Too many injuries at the Blues, but I'll be sprinkling some money on Harry for a couple goals.
Nah, they're going to get bathed.
He can kick 3. He's playing 460.
Yeah, it's not bad.
He's kicked 3 the last 2 times against Melbourne as well. So that's something nice and juicy to look at. All right, both taking the D's. Next game, Port Adelaide and Hawthorn. Jev. He's actually
this game fucking intrigues me because Port have won, 8 in a row? 7 in a row? 8 in a row? They're on fire. At Adelaide Oval, they're on fire. They just win games. But geez, I like what the Hawks are doing. I'm going to say the line's about 28.5.
37.5.
Oh, that's a lot. No Sicily. Did anyone else get injured from the Hawks?
Not that I know of. See, that's the only thing that pushes me the other way. But anyway, yeah, go on.
It's a lot of points.
Yeah, the teams haven't really come out yet, which is fucking annoying. Wish they came out earlier. Really wish they did.
Yeah, no Sicily. I think Port are going to win the game, but Hawthorn play an exciting brand these days. They keep attacking. I don't know if you heard Jared Healy, Hoyne, and Cornsey. They were calling them happy handball Hawthorn. Apparently they're handballing as much as Geelong did when they went 07, 09, 11. They just reinvented the game by over handballing.
Well, even when we were chatting to one of our mates who's a heavy Hawks supporter, because I watch most of the Hawks games, they possess the footy a lot and they back themselves to get the footy. And a lot of their guys like Will Day, Newcomb, Warple, even Nash is getting a lot of the footy. And if they're consistently going to back themselves to get the footy, and eventually they're going to start using it really well because they don't really butcher it. Yeah. It's just other pieces in the team that when they kick it down, they don't have those like one-on-one threats that really win those 50-50 balls. But 100%, they look good for most parts of the game. It's just little breakdown in talent, I suppose, that they don't really get over. Like if you're looking at it on paper, Port Adelaide are a much better side. Yeah. In much better form at home. And with Sicily out, that means one of the younger guys is going to have to take those key forwards, which they're actually very potent for Port Adelaide. They can kick goals from anywhere. So $1.30, Jev, either Port minus 18.5 or Hawthorn plus 56.5.
Nah, I'm taking the Hawks. They're playing way too good a footy to get 50. They beat St Kilda by 10 points, and it should have been 4 goals if you heard Ross Lyon. And then they beat West Coast by 100 points. And now you're going to tell me they're going to lose by over 50 points, 56.5. Now, I'm taking the Hawks, Stars. I know how good Port are going. I know they're going to win. But I reckon, because I don't know because Todd Marshall and Charlie Dixon didn't play last week, did they?
I don't think so.
I don't think they played last week. I don't know if they're back. I don't know. Port might have a bye next round, so they're coming back after the bye. Now I'm taking the Hawks and 56 points. That's 10 goals.
It's 10 goals. Look, I think both win. I just think with Sicily out, I just think them travelling to Adelaide, Port are a really good team at home. I'm going to take Port. I think that they can get this one done by 4 or 5 goals, and it can be pretty comfortable win, and I just don't want to have to. Like, I don't think they're going to get smashed.
Yeah.
But just with Sicily out, I just think at home, good crowd.
It
They
might
got,
break down.
yeah, I just think they got the feathers up. I think I'm just going to take the 18 points, take the home side, and they'll just keep rolling. So it's going to take one each in that one. So next game, Jev, West Coast and Collingwood.
Oh, the best team versus the worst team.
I still don't think this line's enough.
Yeah, so if you say, well, I'm going to go 58.5.
Yeah, 57.5.
Yeah, I pulled that out of my ass. Well, you helped me. I was going to say about 70, and you said the line wasn't enough. Yeah, so 57.5 is a lot of points. Essendon only beat it by 49 last week. Collingwood are the best team in the comp, but they're leaving it. They're leaving. I know they're leaving Jamie Elliott at home. They might be leaving a couple other guys. Oh fuck, it's a tough one. What can I get for $1.30?
So $1.30, you're either going to be taking West Coast plus 76.5
It's a lot of points.
or Collingwood minus 38.5.
Oh, that's 38.5. That's heaps. Nah,
Just think.
I've got to.
Essendon won by 50. We won by 100. Hawthorn won by 100.
I've got to take the Pies. Like,
It seems like a lot, but not.
this system could absolutely destroy the Eagles. Like, if
You know
the
what
Eagles start turning it over, it's just goals.
You know what this is like? This is like a Georgia or Alabama versus like Rutgers. You know, like just these inflated lines that you're like, what are we even looking at? Like a 40-point line, and they just run all over it.
Do you remember last year West Coast beat Collingwood? Do you
At
remember
Marvel.
At
Like
Marvel.
round two.
And
Round
didn't
2 or 3.
Jack Carlin kick like 5 or 6? Yeah, I remember that. Everyone's like,
fucked.
yeah, West Coast aren't that bad, and then they didn't win another game for the year.
That's when they had everyone. Everyone played, and then they all just got injured.
I might have a sneaky fiver on West Coast head to head at $12. What I got? $12.50.
No.
There's got to be a chance in a 2-horse race.
Well, whatever you get for $12 at the line on Collingwood, put that $5 on that. They're more of a chance to blow their doors off.
That'll be like 100 plus.
Yeah, easy.
Well,
They'll get that.
It'll be like 130, I reckon.
Oh, so we got both going to take the Pies?
They're both taking the Pies.
Yeah, sweet. All right, next game, Bulldogs and Geelong.
Where is it? Oh, in Marvel, under the lid.
Almost certain, yeah, Marvel. Saturday night, 7:25. Cats are going quite average. Bulldogs been really good. Obviously got beaten last week. They'll be looking to get this one back and keep rolling on. I reckon trouble signs at the Cats. Who do you like and where do you think?
Marvel Stadium, the line will be, I'm going to say it's basically pick 'em. I'm going to say it's something like Bulldogs minus 1.5 points.
7.5 Bulldogs favour.
Oh, it's a lot against Geelong, but Geelong.
They struggle at Marvel.
And they're going average. So is Dangerfield playing is one question. Apparently he is, but he's saying he is, but I reckon he'll come back after the bye. I'm definitely leaning the Dogs' way. I like what the Dogs are doing. They got the best midfielder in the game. Liam Jones is good enough to play, like probably have an all right game on one of the two guns. Geelong's defense is nothing like it used to be. I'll be taking, what can I get for $1.30?
Well, you almost just need to put down to who you think you're going to is win this because it's Bulldogs plus 11 or Geelong plus 26.5.
I think both win, but I'm going to take the Dogs line. Plus 12.5 I can get for $1.28 here.
Yeah, I'm going to take. They just look, watching the GWS game last week and a couple of the other Geelong games, they just look like the ball isn't coming in as fast and is what it was like because of that midfield pressure. They're not getting as much of that run clearance game. Like when Dangerfield was playing those 2 or 3 weeks, like they were just getting and going, and they're not getting that. And the Bulldogs obviously high possession football side, and their midfield's rolling. So they're going to possess the footy a lot, and I just think they're going to win the midfield battle and then get more entries inside 50.
Under the lid, they love it under the lid. Oh, Ruddigalle's out. Ruddigalle did his hammy. So
that's right, mate. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. I'll be taking.
What a season he's having. All right, so we're both going to take the Bulldogs on that one. Next one, this is going to be a fucking cracker. Gold Coast and Adelaide at TIO again.
This is a cracker. It's a hard one because Gold Coast are like bloody, I don't even know, the 07 Patriots out at Darwin. They're unbelievable. And
They
then
play
Adelaide
well.
is Adelaide's Australia's team. We both absolutely love the Crows. I'm going to go Gold Coast a favourite by 3.5 points.
That's bang on.
Ah, good. That was just out of my ass, but a bit of a tough one. But fuck, it's going to be a good game. I'll tell you what. One thing I was being listened to a bit. The whole of the Bulldogs warmed up with sweatbands and were wiping sweat every 2 seconds in warm up and just weren't ready for the heat. And the Suns were just used to it. There wasn't one sweatband in the vicinity. It's going to be the Crows going to rock up and they're not going to be ready for the heat. I'll be taking Gold Coast. What can I get for $1.30?
Yeah, so $1.30 you get Gold Coast plus 17.5, or for $1.31 you get Adelaide plus 18.5. So only a point in it. I've watched Adelaide travel a fair bit this year, Jev, and they just haven't looked them like you see when they had to go down and verse Tassie in Canberra against the Dogs. Even that's like a little bit colder, but they just seem to not travel well. This just might be a scheduled loss. I think Gold Coast, same as you, Jev.
The line's changed us. People must have. It's $1.92 to $1.92 head to head, and then it's pick'em. Gold Coast minus 0.5, Adelaide plus 0.5.
Oh wow, that must have
Yes,
changed
it's
not
just
long
pick'em.
ago. Wow.
If you had to predict, if I gave you the line, 2.5 goals for Isaac Rankin, what would you take?
Oh,
First game against Gold Coast, he's left
yeah.
them.
I'd probably go. I'd take over.
I reckon the under. I reckon the Suns are gonna fucking. They know him. I reckon they're gonna put some work in. They're not gonna let him have a big game. I'm gonna go under 2.5.
I could so see him just coming out
Kicking
and
five.
no, just having like kicking a couple early, getting his feathers up, like looking really clean in the wet, and just like sparking up his team a little bit.
Do you remember? I reckon our Indigenous guys love playing in Darwin. You remember when Cozzy Pickett kicked like 6?
Yes,
They always play well.
against
Eddie
Port,
Betts one game had a blinder there as well. So
Irving Mosquito.
yeah, so I'm gonna go under 2.5. You go over. We'll have a can of Coke on it.
Yeah,
Isaac Rankin.
and we'll both take Gold Coast.
I'm taking Gold Coast. Yeah,
How, they're close to Australia's team. You just want them to do well.
yeah. I was just watching 360 before, and David King said next year's their year. I'm tipping them to like lock in the 8.
Because what's Stuart Jude's contract end of this year, isn't it?
No,
Or has he got next year?
it's on extension. He's just always under the pump.
Yeah, fuck. Just let him go.
Next year's, yeah, Rowell and Anderson. Rowell will just lean on Jordan Dawson. It'll be good, yeah.
Oh, I love it. Next game, Jev, GWS and Richmond. Back at
England.
Giants.
The Giants beat the Tigers up at GWS every time they play them. I'm going to say this is close to another. This is another good game. I'm going to say I've got no idea. I'm going to say pick. I'm going to say GWS minus 1.5.
Well, the line here is 4.5, but unless, like I said, I just did these a couple of hours ago. No, it's gone out to 7.5 now.
No, it's 3.5 on mine. GWS 3.5, Richmond plus 3.5.
Oh yeah, sorry, no, it is 3.5. Yep.
$1.77 to $2.10. GWS favourites. We absolutely love GWS.
We do.
It's Tim Taranto and Hopper. First game back against the Giants. What can I get for $1.30, Dad?
GWS plus 15.5 or Richmond plus 21.5.
I'm going to take the Giants line. They've only been blown out once this year by over 40 points, and once in like 6 weeks, and that was to the Pies. They play every single game close,
especially with Toby.
Yeah, you have to play on that bloke for every second of all 4 quarters.
Every single second.
If you have one lapse, he fucking gets you. So Jesse Hogan's playing well. Brent Daniels is fucking like all Australian playing well.
Binger is having an absolute. How good was Kingy's call the other day? How he's like,
yeah,
make sure we get to him here because he's the one getting free. The tiny dancer, great call by Dwayne Russell. That was such a good call.
And then fucking Canelo hasn't had under 25 touches once this year. Whitfield's in the form of his.
When Cogs doesn't have the captain badge, he's a freak.
Yeah.
We'll look back on the time when he was captain and literally just went
What happened?
noodle leg. Like he went to soup.
He did. It was so weird how soupy she went. Now he's back.
So glad he's back playing well because remember we all said like he's a gun, and then we're like, what the fuck happened to him?
What happened?
Like he literally just turned into a shell.
All right. We'll go over under. Tim Torano, 28 and 1.5 goals.
I think he gets over 28. I don't think he kicks 2. I think GWS will go to work on him.
Who tags the GWS? They just go head to head.
I don't even think that. I genuinely don't think they're going to tag. I just think.
They'll just get into him.
I just think GWS will just beat him around the ball. I think if he gets his touches, fine. But I just think that they'll just go.
I want him kicking goals. I'll go under on goals, over on touches.
Yeah, same. So we'll both take Giants plus 15.5.
Yeah, both taking Giants plus 15.5.
And then last game, so we've got Essendon and North Melbourne. So I believe
under the lid 4:40 Sunday. This is to me because I'm not a big. I don't really like Essendon that much. They are better to watch this year. This is to me unwatchable. I reckon. What do you reckon?
Essendon is scheduled in a game probably against Port Adelaide. They always have a 4:40 on a Sunday as well.
I'll go Essendon minus about 29.5.
Well, 31.
31. 5 goals, 5 and a bit goals. North are definitely playing better.
But
Essendon will win head-to-head at $1.18. So what can I get for $1.30, Gus?
So minus 12.5 or North Melbourne plus 50.5.
Look, they both probably win. I'm probably more comfortable betting on the Bombers.
Yeah. Essendon is second on my ladder.
Yeah.
They have literally been cover machines this year.
And they're way better coached. This isn't back in the day, the Essendon of old, this is like nearly a game you'd think they would drop or something. Like they'd have a shocker and all this bench crack shit. They're way better coached now. They'll just handle business. They'll win by that line 30 is perfect. They'll win by 5-6 goals.
Yeah, I think the minus 12.5 for $1.30 is bang on as well, Jev.
Yeah.
That's fucking. So we'll both take Melbourne.
Yeah.
We've got Hawthorn. I've got Port.
Starting to rethink the Hawks one. You convinced me Port just win at home by 3 goals. But no, I'll stick with the Hawks plus 56.
Stick with the Hawks. Both take Collingwood. I'll take them by 80. We both take the Doggies at home.
Yeah.
Both got Gold Coast.
Yeah.
Both got GWS.
Yeah.
And both taking the Bombers. So pretty much we're almost going a whole home slate apart from West Coast just because they're absolutely dog shit.
Yeah, so we agree this week. So I got 677 for my multi power booster. What do you got?
Yeah, I've got about the same.
Yeah, so I'm
at
15.
Pretty much we're pretty much taking mate. This will be interesting. As you said, I think the Hawks that's the best thing about the line, the alternative lines. We can both get one that wins.
Yes, correct.
Which is good. So coming into $1.30, let's hope this is one of the weeks, Jev, that everything starts to even out and the numbers really start to show because it's going to be annoying because we've got 3 weeks in a row where we've got buy rounds. So the numbers will be a little bit inflated, but less footy and then we'll crank back up in towards the back end of the year. But enjoying it, Jev. Big pot on Friday. We're going to have a fuck ton of legs. So we have to really double down on these games. What games are we looking at?
Raul loves it at TIO. He's having 25.
Essendon North will be our last game, Jev, that we anchor in. So maybe
we'll go Mason Redmond for a goal if we can. He loves the goal under the lid. That's a good leg.
Springer's due a couple. He was quiet last week against North.
Binger Daniels for 2. We've never had Binger in there.
Never had it.
2.
Tim probably kicks 1. That's probably a good bet.
We're already doing the 100K. We'll tell them all we're good to go, brother.
Yeah.
Dogs, Geelong. Cody Waitman will kick 1 or 2. Small forwards against the Cats.
I don't think we can touch him after last time.
No, you're probably right. He did.
I know we went hard at him. How's Jeremy Cameron's kicked 3+ in 7 of Geelong's last 9 away matches? 218 for 3.
Yeah, we'll be touching that. What else? How many will big Nick Larkey kick?
Oh, he'll kick a few.
He'll have a couple.
He'll kick a few.
Kick 1. Hopper will probably kick 1 as well. Oh, we're good as gold this week. We'll just go. We'll take
Binger's $2 for 2 goals.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Toby's $1.30. That's what's he paying for 4? $3.80. That's good.
I wonder if I'll tell you who I reckon is a really good backman. They
Nathan
throw
Broad.
Nathan Broad on Toby. I reckon that's a good matchup. Nathan Broad is a fucking good backman. He's a
very good backline player.
Like, he's a good player.
He's a good size. He's super athletic. He's tough.
He's strong. He's big. Yeah. He's the guy that plays on smalls, but he's built he's built bigger than him. Yeah, I really like Nathan Broad. So Toby under this week, under 3.5.
You know what we have to do? We're going to go back and look at all the games at TIO Stadium and just see like what the goals are like. Because if there's heaps of touches, we can.
Bailey Humphrey absolutely dominated last week. Daniel Hoyne spoke about today. He kicked a goal that had me like shook.
Did you see it?
Yeah, like ground ball win. Yeah. So
here we go. Jev, Rao for 25 is $1.96.
There we go. What's Bailey Humphrey for a goal?
He is.
I'm gonna look up his stats. You tell me what he's
$1.81.
Yeah, that's a good leg. Humphrey.
Matty Rao to kick one's $2.50.
I like even at GWS. I usually like Cogs or Josh Kelly to kick one when they play at home.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Cogs. I don't think Cogs has kicked one for a few weeks.
Yeah, I don't think he has either. What are they? Stats.
Jordan Dawson for a snag. See, if one of these guys, like Rory Laird, if he pokes forward, he's $4.20.
I don't know.
Luke Pedler kicks one every week.
So he had 13 kicks. So Bailey Humphrey's played 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And he's kicked. He has like 13 and a goal. He's kicked 6 goals in 8 games. But he's a gun.
They said that Gippsland Power, they absolutely loved him. Melbourne wanted to trade up to get him. Pick 6. Jev, he's pretty much the exact same size as Toby Green.
Yeah.
He's 185, 182 centimetres, 85 kegs. He doesn't look it on TV, but he's solid.
Yeah, they win when he plays. Yeah, I like the look of this kid. Let's take.
We'll be giving out winners on Friday. Don't you worry about that. All right, Jev. I'm going to get back and watch State of Concussion.
State of Overrated.
I'm going
to turn it on for. I'll give you 50 seconds and we'll have a look.
They're so tough. I don't know.
They are. No, they are. I find it amazing how hard they go in season for how much it means to them when they got a premiership to win.
Half of them would have played on the weekend. Some of them played tonight, and then they play on the weekend again.
They just back it up. Do they just get in the ice bath?
They just
recover because it's like bruises, like getting tackled a heap of times. You pull up like aches and pains sore, and you just need the week to recover. How do they get back on the field?
And when they had Cam Smith on, I remember they had him on Triple M like 3 years ago, and they're like, "Oh, speaking about guys that had good tackles on the week, because like Pendlebury had like 5. This man had 73 on the weekend.
Yeah, he had like 90 tackles one game. He goes, "Yeah, the big blokes just keep running at me to wear me out." Imagine having 90 tackles. Oh my god!
And then he possesses the footy every single play.
Yeah, that's unbelievable.
Oh my god, they're so tough. Imagine just getting in the ice bath and just getting back on it.
Back on that's unbelievable. They play on Saturday.
We should get State of Origin jerseys. Me and you.
God.
Go the Blues.
Up the fucking roads.
All right. Good show. Well done.
See you, mate. Go the Blues.
Go Baggers.